I'm on my way to Intro to Pro Tools so we can do our presentation about Chapter 10.
Hello there, my name is Edward Cortez. On my way to Pro Tools as well.
Why, hello there. How's it going? We're here to talk about Chapter 10 Pro Tools. Course objectives. Hey look, it's other Alex. Yay!
Hey man, you know I'm really okay.
Now we're gonna walk to class and explain the beauty between saving and bouncing Pro Tools. Bouncing files. Welcome back. For the chapter objectives, after you complete this chapter, you will be able to understand the purpose for the saving and copy in command and recognize situations in which you should use it. Create a copy of your sessions for use in different Pro Tools systems. Create a mixdown of tracks in your session by bouncing 2 tracks or bouncing 2 discs. Select appropriate options for your bounce files when bounced to disk, and to create an audio CD of your bounce files to share results with others.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
All right. Great. For the introduction, it's always good to safeguard your work by creating a backup. Now to do that, now you might also need to convert your session for subsequent work on another system or bounce tracks to share results as a completed mix. Creating backups of your sessions is critical for archival and disaster recovery purposes, because if you lose your stuff, then you're fucking done. Good ways to protect oneself from this are create multiple copies of your files using separate drives and storing backup copies offsite to protect against disasters such as fires or floods in your studio. At minimum, you should create a backup session upon completing any difficult time-consuming work.
How might you create one of these session backups, you ask? I'll tell you. To create a session backup, you can save a copy of your session using the Save Copy In command. Save Copy In command can be used to save all files in the session, allowing you to create a self-contained duplicate session folder in a separate location such as another drive. It allows multiple versions of a session to be saved at various stages of the project. It allows all session audio files, fade files, video files, and plugin settings to be copied. And it allows a current Pro Tools session to be saved as an earlier version so that it can be opened on older Pro Tools systems.
Hey, when you share a session between systems, you learn after completing your editing work on a session, you might want to save and convert your session data for use on a different Pro Tools system. And when you're creating a stereo mixing down is the process of recording the output from multiple tracks to a stereo or multi-channel format. This process is also referred to bouncing. Mixing down is often the last phase of music production, but in Pro Tools, mixdown can be done in any time you want to bounce tracks or create a complete mixdown for use outside your session. Oh god.
Welcome back to the classroom, as we are now here examining our Pro Tools project. As you can see, look how beautiful it is. Pro Tools project! Alright, so in order to create a session copy, you first must go to File, go to Save Copy In, Latest, Wave, 44.1, 16-bit, items to copy, all audio files, okay. Save under copy, PT6/digital veil. Save. And as you can see, it is now creating a session copy, so we can have a backup. So, moving on to considerations for bouncing audio. Bouncing an audio is another file, bounce to disk. And Pro Tools does bounce in real time, so you can either go to convert after bounce or convert during bounce. If you would like to save time, as I do, convert during bounce. Bounce. File name, usually want to save it onto the desktop. Again, as we are PT6 Digital Veil. Save. Save. This is new. This is the same file as before, so as we can now examine, I have officially messed up. So I must save it into something different. PT-6 Digital Veil. Or Digital Veil. Save. Now it is bouncing, as you must make sure all the files are not the same name, as my mistake currently displays. Illustrates.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so now that our file has been bounced, we go ahead and look on our desktop, and here it is, PT6 Digital Veil 1 and 2. And now if you were to burn it onto, say, iTunes, you would hypothetically put a blank disk into the disk thing, which is right here. We don't have a blank disk on us, so, and it doesn't want to close. And now to burn it onto iTunes, after you do that, you open up the file. File opening. And there it is, Digital Veil 1. And as you can tell, there's our song. And there you go. That is how you do this on Pro Tools, Chapter 10, finishing a project. Thank you. We are Digital Veil. I hope you enjoyed this adventure of bouncing and saving 2 discs. Is it recording? Yeah.
Turn it around, dude.
I'm gonna turn it around. Oh, it's looking at me. Oh, I get it. Okay. System. Create a copy of your session.